Hey guys, what's up? I'm the Zombie Games. He's Big King Kill, and welcome back to another tale.
Sup?
Today we're Undead Pair, and today we are going to be reacting to Rick Sanchez versus the Doctor. Rick and Morty versus Doctor Who. Death battle.
Rick C-137 versus the Doctor. Now, I am personally excited
Because
for
I
this
love Rick
one
and Morty.
because
Rick and Morty's so fucking funny.
Yeah, exactly. Wubba lubba dub dub.
Morty, I turned myself into a pickle. I'm Pickle
Shut
Rick.
the fuck up, Morty! Hilarious. But, however, though, while we do know a lot about Rick, I will say this for a fact: I have not really touched up on the comics, so I don't know exactly what else he's capable of, like outside of the show, because there is comics as well.
And as far as the Doctor,
and beyond that,
I have no motherfucking idea because I've never seen a bit of Doctor Who. I don't even know what the fuck the plot is. All I know is I've heard of it, and to me it sounds mad boring, even though I don't know what the plot is. Just the sound of it sounds always boring to me.
My friends say that who've watched Rick and Morty and some of Doctor Who is saying that Rick Sanchez is gonna absolutely win this, and I'm sitting here like, well, if Doctor Who has something that might screw up Rick Sanchez, because the thing about Rick is that you can't kill him in the typical sense, because there was the episode in season 5, episode 1, where he literally died over and over and over and just got sent to other Rick vats with the Operation Phoenix. So, quite literally, he can't die in the typical sense, so the only way to typically, or really kill Rick in this scenario would be to get rid of his quantum immortality. So, can the Doctor do that? That's the question.
I don't know. You ready to start this, though?
Yeah.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Rick Sanchez, the Doctor. These brilliant geniuses dominate the cosmos, but who would win an all-out brawl? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Everything about Morty Smith's life was perfectly average. Average house, average family, average school.
Maybe slightly below average intelligence.
But everything changed the day his grandpa Rick came home.
Yeah, in style! Cause Rick Sanchez is anything but average.
Rick is easily the smartest man in the universe, and its most dangerous criminal. He spent years on the run from the Galactic Federation,
McDonald's
going on adventures
alcohol
across the
planets.
multiverse.
Just like Pirates,
Well,
Squirrels,
he
and
likes
Squirrels.
Szechuan sauce to be.
His blue hair is
And then
natural.
he took her son and put him in life-threatening
I actually didn't know
danger.
that. I thought his
Bye.
hair was
Thus
colored
formed
like
the
a light
greatest
gray.
duo of the
Exactly.
generation, Rick and Morty.
Yeah,
Like
mostly Rick.
squirrels. I don't think he
Morty's the
dislikes
cannon fodder who
squirrels,
smuggles
but
grapefruit-sized seeds up his ass.
He definitely had
That's
problems
just the
with
first
squirrels.
episode.
Rick is an unparalleled inventor, always ready to face even the squanchiest of alien foes.
He's got your usuals: laser gun, invisibility belt, shrink ray,
I see
cyborg
cyborg
implants,
implants,
the
drones,
works.
gravity
As
gun,
well as
hologram
some
decoys, invisibility
weirder
belt, laser
things,
weapons,
like a
Oh, he has
Simon
these
Nuclear,
ones.
Mr. Meeseeks
which can
box.
summon an infinite
forgot
number
about
of
that.
irritating temporary life forms that will work
Yeah, the
tirelessly
Meeseeks
to
are so
accomplish a
fucking
given
good.
task.
Or a
I'm
series of
Mr.
android
Meeseeks,
decoys
look
that
at
are
me.
so perfectly created they don't even realize they're decoys, which leads them to create decoys.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember.
that
You can't
create
forget about the
decoys,
Naruto
and so
episode.
on.
That was
Rick's
mind fuck.
gadgets can erase your memories, manipulate and
There
travel
was a
through
decoy
time,
episode where
and
decoys
even make a
made
surface
decoys upon
true
decoys,
level,
and it
as
just
in
turned into a
perfectly flat,
clusterfuck.
something normally mathematically impossible. So beautiful that experiencing it for
That's
only
not gonna
a
matter.
I know, but
Yeah,
still,
of course,
imagine
it's gonna make a
Morty's
perfectly
can
level
emotionally
thing for the
scar you
Doctor.
for life.
He can even inject you with his own genetic info and instantly chest burst
I mean,
a clone
yeah,
of himself
that's
from
actually
inside
something he
you,
can do.
like a
It's
pasty
actually pretty
alcoholic
freaking
xenomorph.
impressive.
What the hell?
Rick and Morty travel the universe in the Space Cruiser. Powered by a microverse under the hood, this compact starship comes equipped with laser cannons, a fishing line that can tow a solar system, and a unique artificial intelligence.
With all that crazy sci-fi gear, Rick and Morty's adventures were absolutely bonkers.
From disentangling a time loop created by alien snakes, to battling the metafictional story lord, to Rick turning himself into a pickle to avoid family therapy.
This guy would
Yes.
rather battle the Russian
Pickle
mafia as a
Rick!
vegetable than address his feelings.
Actually, pickle's a fruit.
Because boy oh boy, does he have a
not.
lot of them.
Behind the fart jokes
Pickles
and
are
wubble
cucumbers
dubs, Rick
soaked
harbors
in vinegar.
bitter emotional agony.
Way back when, in a completely different
Feel free to
universe,
correct me
the
if I'm
Rick
wrong
we
in the
know
comments.
had a happy life until another Rick from another universe took it all away, the bastard.
But like me, Rick is a true inventor, and this tragedy spurred him to craft his greatest creation, the portal gun.
My scans indicate it creates holes through all aspects of space-time, allowing Rick to travel anywhere in the multiverse. It sounds exhausting.
It can do more than that. It can slice you in half, set up traps, and even...
It can slice you in half.
That's coming out of your paycheck.
Well, if it opens
Decades
like
of
on
traveling
you,
the multiverse, hunting
or
down the man who
like
ruined his
where you're
life,
at.
darkened Rick's heart. He began to ask himself, if there are an infinite number of universes with an infinite number of each person, how did any individual life matter?
Sounds like he's overthinking it.
Like the time he accidentally turned all of humanity into horrific Cronenbergs. He and Morty had to escape to a parallel universe where they swapped places with recently deceased versions of themselves.
Yeah.
What does that do to him?
That was honestly a
Yikes,
mindfuck for me when I first saw that.
When Rick found the interdimensional council of Ricks, he kicked their teeth in. Like they say, he's the Rickest Rick of them all.
That he is. Just touching the hem of his coat can activate his energy shield or even induce instant
Well, he also defeated
death.
the World Ender
Yes,
while completely
instant.
drunk.
No, it isn't
Shit-faced
explained why.
drunk, mind you.
Though considering this reaction,
And he's
it's
drunk all the
likely
time.
a chemical released through the coat's lining.
Rickest Rick, Wiz. He's dodged an orbital space laser
He
from
is the
just
Rickest
a
Rick.
few feet away.
He has been
He's
dubbed
so
officially
smart,
the Rickest
He figured
Rick.
out he's in a TV show. Yep, really.
Perhaps most mysterious is Operation Phoenix, a series of clone bodies that his consciousness can be uploaded to
Yep.
upon his death. Despite eventually taking it offline, his mind is still connected to every other Operation Phoenix across the multiverse.
Giving him an infinite number of extra lives, even if some of them are shrimps and fascists.
Some of his devices can destroy the Earth, the
Yeah.
universe, even numerous
Yeah.
alternate timelines.
Yeah,
He
I
actually
remember
did that just to manipulate the stock market.
Though underneath the drunken god
The
complex, there's still a glimmer of the
Yeah,
family
he's
man
done
Rick used to be.
way
Well,
worse.
as
for
much
us.
as he insists that love is just a chemical reaction in the brain, he does care about his daughter and grandkids. And Jerry, sometimes.
He's taken on an alien
yeah,
Zeus, the
sometimes.
president of the United States, and the
Yeah,
actual
people-
devil, even exiting the bounds of fiction into meta-reality.
I mean,
fighting
yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
H, leaping Christ himself,
Oh,
and
yeah, he
beating
did.
Joseph Campbell. Talk about a hero's
This is
journey.
stupid.
Challenge Rick
Fun.
at your will. He might look like
Yeah.
a scrawny, drunken septuagenarian, and he is, but he's also, somehow, the greatest warrior in the universe.
And you can lick his balls.
Ian Chesterton and Barbara Wright were just your average school teachers, with a less than average student. Susan was odd, almost like an alien. And when they met her grandfather and his police box, they found out why.
They were aliens, and that police box was the TARDIS, a 2-in-1 spaceship and time machine.
Thus, they were whisked away into the stars, kicking off over half a century of timey-wimey adventures with a revolving cast of companions, like Sarah Jane Smith, Rose Tyler, the Brigadier, Amy Pond, and so many more.
Complete with the cheesiest special effects you've ever seen.
This madman with a box had a name he would never tell, and a history he would always run from. He was only known as the Doctor.
Doctor Who?
Exactly.
Doctor Exactly?
Though the Doctor's origins are shrouded in mystery, we know they were born several thousand years ago and earned degrees in cosmic science and higher dimensional physics.
But he got bored
Apparently
with
one
the
of his
stuffy
spouses
Time Lord
is Cleopatra.
bureaucrats, stole a TARDIS, and explored time and space as a
Cleopatra
runaway.
and Marilyn
Who
Monroe,
can
damn.
forget those adventures, chasing dinosaurs on a spaceship, dueling Robin Hood with a spoon, or
So
shooting
wait,
Hitler in a
so he's
closet?
lived
Yeah,
multiple
we know it's
lives,
kind of weird.
but
It's British.
But if you
Not
don't
multiple
know
versions
who's
of
who,
himself.
you're probably wondering,
Has
who
he
are
died,
these
though, is
people?
the thing.
A bunch of old guys, young guys, a lady, and one of the Three Stooges. What?
The Doctor is a Time Lord from the planet Gallifrey. Time Lords may look human, but
Well, he's an
couldn't be
alien.
more different. Not only do they have two hearts, they literally experience time differently. They can see past, present, and future all at once. They can resist
Yeah,
temporal
but here's the thing,
phenomena
though,
such
Rick
as
does not
time
respect
stops and
time
can
travel.
tamper with fixed points in time. They're effectively acausal
Exactly.
beings.
This makes them super hard to predict and nearly impossible
So,
to erase
bringing
from
up
any
time travel
timeline.
for-
They can even
for Rick
breach
is
the
absolutely
bounds of
useless
space and
in
talk
this.
directly to you. Yes, you at home. Hello there.
Time Lords are practically walking Deus Ex Machinas. In fact, a lot of them would be proud to be called that.
Yeah, the duck ran away for a reason. Time Lords are a bit dodgy.
The Doctor has hypnotized with a glance, resisted mind control, survived deadly radiation, and even learned transmigration. As in, the ability to summon an object out of thin air. Sounds crazy, but it's apparently standard fare for Time Lord Academy.
But the reason why there are so many doctors is that Time Lords have a funny way of cheating death.
Upon receiving a fatal wound, the Doctor undergoes regeneration, gaining a new, healthy body.
It's way more than that. While reloading, the Doctor has regrown lost limbs, become strong enough to knock down steel doors, and even weaponized his own time energy.
Downside being, if a Time Lord dies during regeneration, that ends the process permanently.
To date, we've seen 14 versions of the Doctor, plus a few extras mixed in here and there. Hell, by the time you're watching this, you've probably seen the 15th. Or the 16th.
The experiences each
Doctor
Doctor
that's
gains
the case, and
changes
theoretically
and affects
speaking,
the next
Rick will
Doctor,
know,
and
because
the
he
next,
literally
and so
even
on. Each
has
Doctor
said
maintains the
this
same
in the show
memories,
that
but with
he's
an
Doctor Who in
all-new
this
personality.
motherfucker.
Some like bow ties.
That means
some
he's
like
literally
jelly
seen
babies,
Doctor Who.
some
He knows
kick
who Doctor
butt
Who
with
is.
Venusian
Exactly.
karate, and some really hate the
Rick
monarchy,
breaking the-
probably
what the
because
fuck?
they're werewolves.
But they always have one thing in common.
They are British.
Well, one other thing in common. The Doctor always enjoys the thrill of adventure, and they've got plenty of tech to help, like the sonic screwdriver. Utilizing sonic waves to manipulate nearby objects, it can pick locks, cause detonations, and fry circuitry. It's sort of a Swiss Army plot device that can hack its way through most problems. The perfect pacifist tool for resolving conflict.
Its only weakness is that it doesn't do wood. Or turkey, though considering it can destroy machines, disrupt molecules,
turned
and
himself
even
into a
erase
turkey.
memories, I'll take it.
The Doctor doesn't often carry weapons. There's an invisibility watch, a time travel ring, psychic paper that tricks basically everyone, and perception filters that prevents others from noticing certain things, even people.
But the Doc does reluctantly have a few weapons stored away, like the dematerialization gun.
It might look slapped together with Hobby Lobby pipes, but the DMAT can literally erase you from time, as in, it causes you to have never existed in the first place.
But if you never existed, then the gun would have never needed to fire,
Okay,
which
I will
means you
say that
weren't
might
wiped from
actually be
existence,
not
which
gonna lie.
means the gun
He's never had to
would
deal
need
with
to
anything
fire,
like
which
that.
means-
Only because Rick
you say
never
something?
really have to, think about doing
That's
that.
not the only time erasing tool in the Doctor's box. But we gotta talk about, the box. Shabby blue police box on the outside. Incredible time machine that's bigger on the inside. This is the TARDIS.
The time and relative dimension in space is a sentient ship that travels space and time with ease. It's strong enough to tow planets, powerful enough to stop antimatter from destroying the universe, and tough enough to tank lightning from Zeus. Yes, the god Zeus. It can even adjust its interior to an infinite degree, both in terms of space and time.
So, if the TARDIS doesn't like you, you might get lost inside it forever. Don't piss off the TARDIS.
Or any of the Doctor's enemies, some of the universe's deadliest monsters, Cybermen, Zygons, Weeping Angels.
And the Slitheen, the big chunky aliens that took over 10 Downing Street. And couldn't stop farting.
Even when the Doctor prefers not to resort to fisticuffs, he's tough enough to survive bolts of lightning that vaporize an ordinary human. He's even dodged half a dozen disintegration rays, while also improvising several thousand calculations in a matter of nanoseconds.
Yeah, the Doctor's super smart. So smart his brain once powered a 1,000-year-old supercomputer.
The Doctor's outwitted cosmic entities like the Great Intelligence, the Time Lord Nemesis, the Master, and apparently the original Satan, who isn't even the most frightening alien in the multiverse, because that would be the Daleks.
Alright, bear with me here. They may look like trash cans with plungers, but they can exterminate anything that gets in their way, even all of space and time, like when they battled the Time Lords to extinction in the last Great Time War.
A war that showed a darker side to the Doctor. Thrust into a conflict that put all of reality at risk, the Doctor became a warrior, a soldier, a killer.
A sight of him that had always been there, hiding just under that cheeky grin.
Finally, in a single moment, the Doctor pressed a big red button to end the war, and all of Gallifrey once and for all.
As much as he didn't like the Time Lords, the Doctor cares for life above all things, so genociding his own people was the worst thing that could possibly happen.
As the last of the Time Lords, the Doctor proved to be the most dangerous person in the universe. Isolation threatened to turn him into the very type of Time Lord he despised, a master who controls the laws of time, the Time Lord Victorious.
And God help your immortal soul if you piss him off. If he's desperate or if you threaten his friends, you won't be prepared for how far he'll go. Like trapping you in every mirror in existence, imprisoning you in the event horizon of a collapsing galaxy, or suspending you in time to be used as a scarecrow.
Fortunately, Gallifrey wasn't destroyed. It turns out the Doctor, all of the Doctors, saved the Time Lords, but just forgot about it until time could catch up to them. It's complicated.
Still, even their biggest L turned out to be a dub in disguise. That's how you know you're fantastic.
Doctor Who
But
is
a
wild.
Doctor's job is never finished. Without witness, without reward, you'll never
still
know when
doesn't
they'll
seem cool
show
to me,
up to
but
save the
it's alright
day.
looking.
But if you happen to be up against the Doctor, there's really only one thing you can do. Run. This video is sponsored by BetterHelp.
And ad.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna say this as it is. A lot of what Rick and the Doctor have would definitely trip up the other, like the screwdriver thing would definitely trip up Rick's technology. I think Rick has shown to have a lot more powerful technology up his personal arsenal rather than to the Doctor. However, though, all that the Doctor needs is one good place shot with that fucking dematerializing gun, and Rick is gone. Because he's never had to deal with anything like that before. I mean, when it comes to physical strength, they're both pretty much even when it comes to that. Unless Rick pulls out some sort of gadget that can give him super strength, but I don't think the Doctor's gonna allow that.
I think Rick has durability on his side. He is more durable.
Well, I don't know. Once after he takes enough damage, he just, I don't know, kind of shuts down a bit. He may have Class C cybernetic augmentations, but he's shown when he was up against Phoenix versions to still have, like, guts and shit.
What?
As far as speed goes, I think both of them are going to be similar because they both have dodge, literal light beam attacks. They both have literally created stuff that is quite literally impossible for any normal human to make, obviously.
Exactly.
I think the only difference here is the fact that the Doctor will have the TARDIS, because that thing will definitely, I think, trip up Rick with the infinite dimensions. Especially if he loses his portal gun, because I will say, if Rick loses his portal gun, he's pretty much a sitting duck.
Uh-huh.
Because he's never really been able to make one on the fly. He's always had to, make one with
As we can tell with the recenter seasons of Rick and Morty, he literally had to reset the portal gun, and it took him ages.
Yeah, exactly. It took him until, I think episode 6 or 5 of season 6, I believe, in order for it to be fully fixed. So,
he was literally bitching at Morty because Morty kept telling him to get it done, and he's like, I'm doing it.
So, yeah, I think when it comes down to it, I think that the Doctor actually might be able to trip up Rick a lot. So, I think, honestly, when it comes down to it, I think the Doctor might honestly take this.
My bet's on Rick still.
Just everything that they said.
You can call me biased all you want, guys, but yes, my bet's on Rick.
You also can't deny this. One thing going into this, we both cannot deny one thing, is that what Rick has shown is that his one weakness is his fucking arrogance. That will definitely, I think, trip him up in this. Because I feel like what's going to happen is that he's going to try to monologue or say some stupid ass shit while the Doctor's regenerating instead of taking the final shot or some shit when he could. Or something like that. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But, anyways. Trying to skip to where it's at. 1432. Have the 1432.
I'm there. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Oh, jeez, Rick. It was my fault.
Shut the fuck up, Morty! I knew Time Lords were suicidal morons, but I didn't know they never invented rearview mirrors!
Are you sick? You're the one who hit me. Oh, go on, I'm busy.
Son of a bitch, he's ignoring me?
Of course, he'd start this fight all over because of his fucking ego, because the doctor is just like, you know what, just go away. I better.
No! Oh, what did they do to you?
Screaming ass son, what the fuck?
Alright, fine.
Oh, what the hell?
Queensbury rules? A bit of a new
hey.
karate?
Keep quipping, asshole. Maybe you'll find a good joke on the ground next to your teeth.
On guard!
But the Raven sword has literally been shown to cut through.
What's with that spoon?
Well, if it's a normal ass spoon, there's no way that the fucking you should be able to deflect the Raven sword.
Well, blink as much as you can. They're scared of rapid movement.
Motherfucker.
Huh? What?
The fuck?
Makes sense.
Yep, but not that's so funny.
My balls,
No, they're gonna get lost.
Brilliant, old girl. Switching rooms around. Fantastic.
Ooh. When did that happen?
Don't know. But that's so cool.
It's fun to be the class clown till you get shot. Now hurry up. I got a grandson waiting on me. He won't die an idiot like you.
I know your type. The nihilist know-it-all. But through all this wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey rubbish, there's one thing you never quite understood. I'm the Doctor, and I don't want to go.
Oh. Oh shit! Oh no!
We'll see. It's not over yet.
Well, no, because after there's no.
Note it yourself.
I guess so.
Then you've got a bright future ahead. Don't be a cynic.
Morty, if you forget me, I'll haunt your ass.
You get me a haunt, yeah.
Live
Good
by
enough.
the portal, die by the portal.
Yeah,
Let's
kinda,
break this
yeah,
down.
it's kind of
There's
like
only
that.
that.
The Doctor
That
could
was the
both
only one
dodge
condition,
lasers,
though.
making them pretty even, so neither could reliably
I will
win
say
a
that,
quick
yeah, the
draw.
only way the Doctor
Also,
could win
neither
is
have
with
shown
that
any
gun.
consistent signs of strength all that different from an above-average human.
The Doctor could get a
see what they have
superhuman
to say.
strength boost during regeneration, but that is fairly incidental. So as far as physical ability is concerned, neither had a significant edge.
But when it comes to weapons, Rick had way more deadly killing machines, a lot of which could wipe out whole planets, galaxies, and more. If he could get the jump on the Doctor, he'd have a good chance of winning.
Of course, there's similar speeds, meant he probably wasn't getting that opportunity. There's no denying his firepower was superior overall, but that still had to contend with the Doctor's technology.
Yeah, despite all of Rick's crazy inventions, most of which could kill a normal person instantly, the Doctor matched or countered pretty much all of it.
Being a Time Lord meant he could resist.
I will
any
say when it
time
came
warping
to
trickery
like
Rick
things
threw
like Rick
and
Prime,
the
he's
Sonic
always had
screwdriver
trouble
could hack
dealing
and
with
even
technology
destroy
because
nearly
it was kind of
everything
more
Rick
advanced
had.
than
Exactly.
The Sonic has even disabled teleportation and time travel technology
I'm also curious
before,
who's
making
next.
it more than capable of hijacking Rick's portal gun. gun, which has been hacked in the past.
With that gun, Rick was kind of a sitting duck.
Operation Phoenix makes killing Rick permanently
almost I was right about that. Without his gun, he's a sitting duck.
Reality-altering tech like the DMAT meant there would be no Rick left to upload to a new body at all.
Apparently, Rick is capable of Omega device, creating an existence of a Omega device. However, the Doctor has
super weapon the Doctor had access to. The Doctor's technology presented a clear advantage.
Now let's talk ships. This one's pretty clear-cut. The space cruiser was a deadly machine that towed a solar system, but the TARDIS single-handedly held off a universe-destroying event. That's an edge for the Doctor.
But perhaps most important of all was their experience.
Well, in terms of weaponry, but he was never going to use it.
Rick mastered space and time to the point of becoming a veritable god. But you could say the same for the Doctor, who
I forgot. Season 7 for Rick and Morty's
the Doctor has been Rickin' for many times.
Well, okay, they're right. Okay, there's no. Okay, I guess that's kind of true, but at the same time, though, you guys have literally even allowed like crossovers.
Allowed what?
11 spent 900 years.
They said that Rick has mentioned Doctor Who before, but they're saying that there's no evidence that he's watched the show, which I kind of call bullshit. He wouldn't mention saying that he's Doctor Who and his motherfucker if he literally didn't know what Doctor Who's capable of.
Thousands of calculations in his head to siphon the Ray's
energy. Oh, yeah, pause, hold up, shit, pause, okay, now I'm pause. Rick has more destructive weaponry, and potentially immortality via the Operation Phoenix. His only fatal flaw is his arrogance, apparently.
The Doctor, much more experience. Sonic could hack Rick's tech and weapon.
The pen, Sonic pen.
No way to permanently end the TARDIS.
So yeah, Rick could
has tech that counters Operation Phoenix.
Yeah.
Their fatal flaw is recklessness.
They did say that he's more of a pacifist, and a lot of people have said that he's more of a pacifist.
Exactly.
Like in the comments of like saying like who would win, they were saying like he's a pacifist and blah blah blah. But anyways, where are you at?
2058.
Okay, 1 second. Okay.
Yep.
You ready?
In 3, 2, 1, go.
All in a matter of nanoseconds.
Rick usually relies on being the smartest guy in the room. When he's forced to battle people at his own level, he's often outsmarted, like with the Prime Rick or, gasp, a Morty.
Rick was a formidable genius, but the Doctor's incredible technology, unmatched intelligence, and thousands of years of experience gave him the win.
Ah, geez. I bet Rick was absolutely mortified to lose.
The winner is the Doctor.
If anything, I don't think he's pissed that he died.
Hi, I'm Ben, the voice of Wiz. Thank you so much for watching. We're about to announce the next episode, but before we do that, if you're not a Death Battle member yet, click that join button below.
I'm hoping for Cuphead versus Bendy.
What? Oh, they're doing it again.
What? No. Just...
Again?
Are you serious? I don't agree with this. Well, because let's look at the facts as it is.
There's more versions of Superman that can be Goku, well,
I know, but here's... Okay. It's just, here's the problem, though. I have no idea exactly what version of the comics of Superman they're going to be using. Because there's the Bronze Age, the Silver Age, the Gold Age, and then there's the Cosmic Feats where... and the world shit, because let's look at it as it is. If they decide to look at everything as it is, like the Xenoverse shit with Goku, then absolutely Superman's gonna win this. But if they only look at the manga, like what's canon to Goku, like along with what's going on in the Super manga right now, and what's up to date as far as the official Superman comics, then as long as there isn't any showings of cosmic feats, then maybe Goku could win. But I don't know. If anything, I kind of feel like this is a flop of a choice.
I don't mind it. Goku cool.
Well, I mean, if anything, what I'm excited for is probably the track, because I think the track's probably gonna go hard for this, probably. The track was pretty interesting, but anyway, though, let's talk about the fight itself. The fight was actually definitely really cool to see. I liked what they did with Rick, with all that, with all of his gadgets and all that. I liked what they did with the Doctor, even though I know nothing of the Doctor. What they explained about him was actually relatively pretty cool and made sense. It actually relatively made sense for why Rick lost. I am actually relatively surprised that Rick lost. I only chose the Doctor just because of, like, that gun. I didn't think it would actually be the end of Rick, but I guess it was. Anyway, though, though, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did and would like to see more, hit the like button and comment down below what other types of videos you guys would like for us to see. And as always, we are your undead pair, and do come back for another tale, guys. See ya.